Hello my dears, how are you? Welcome to what is my 50th video blog. There are other videos on there, but essentially these are the ones where I've been talking about my experience, my journey and everything else. I just wanted to say thank you for watching to everyone. It blows me away how many people do watch this stuff. I think when I last looked there was 19,300 and something over the whole of my videos. I think it's crazy. I can't believe how many people do watch, but I'm really truly humbled and honoured, and to thank everyone who has taken their time to watch these. So what do I want to talk about? Okay, three things. First of all, relationships. Those of you who have watched the last few will know that I was in a relationship. I'm using past tense. I was in a relationship with a lady called Shelley, and it was a wonderful relationship. We had some happy times, but it was getting to a stage where I knew if I stayed in the relationship that I would be held back. And that's nothing against Shelley, because I think she's a beautiful person. She's just not the right person for me. I looked at my life goals, my aspirations, my dreams, what I want to achieve, how I'm going to achieve them, the sacrifices that I'm going to have to make, the sacrifices I have made and everything else. I just think that we're two very different people, and as harsh as this may seem, I think that to stay with someone for a false sense of loyalty or guilt is the wrong reason to stay with someone. I think that if you're in a relationship and you can't see that person as part of your future or in helping you achieve your dreams and stuff, I don't think it's the wrong reason to be not in that relationship anymore. Some people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but I just I know as well that I have a lot of progress to make in terms of transition, and my dreams and everything else that I'm following. And ultimately I just didn't think that the relationship was right for me, so that's why it ended. And I'll go on record to say thank you for the times that we had, but life has to move on and forwards, and certainly I have. I now feel that I have the focus, the drive, the goals, and the clarity of thought that I haven't had for a long time. So yeah, it was the right route. It was the right thing to do. I know that now. I did have a wobble after a few weeks, and I was feeling really lonely and stuff, questioning whether I'd made the right decision. But I think looking back and the progress that I've made since, it was the right decision to make. But that's not taking anything away from the relationship that I did have, and I am grateful, because it showed me that there is someone out there who can love me, who can accept me. I think in every relationship there's going to be some baggage. There's going to be something about that person that might be different to what you've had before, or that perhaps you might not understand at first view. But it's given me hope in the fact that there is someone out there who can not only accept everything about me, but can be there with me and help me achieve my goals and get the things that I wanted to achieve out of life. So yeah, if there's one thing that this whole process has taught me as well, is you have to be honest with yourself. If something's not working for you, be truthful. Don't waste time doing something that's wrong for you out of anything that other than, well, just don't. I don't know where I'm going with this, but just don't. It's ultimately the only person that you're hurting two people, that person who you're in the relationship with, but yourself as well. So anyway, I'm going to move on from that now, because I'm just, I can go over the dead ground, but I've said what I wanted to say. On to another subject now. Sorry, I've just lost my track for a second. In terms of progress myself and hormones, yesterday was a big day, because I work in Flirt Cafe Bar in Bournemouth. I've never hidden that fact, and I went to put my dungarees on, because I normally wear dungarees, and one of the straps broke, but in a big way, so there's no way I could repair it, and it meant that I had to wear hot pants. I wear sports bra because it's less sweaty. Any girls who are with me on this will understand what I'm saying. It's like when you get all hot and sweaty and your boobs sweating in a normal bra, it's not very pleasant. A sports bra at least is there's less padding and everything else, so you can just be but there is no padding, and that's quite, you know, so I had to wear my denim shorts. So I had my denim shorts on and like my opaque tights and stuff and a t-shirt, but there was just Debbie's breasts and that's it. I think it was a brave thing to do, but it was really nice, the compliments that I was getting from people. They were like, are they yours? I was like, yeah. And also my bum has changed quite considerably. You know, the dungarees that is fitting, so people, you know, haven't seen my bum in any tight clothing for a while. It's a weird thing to say, but bear with me. My bum is growing massively, and my hips and my thighs as well. I have a favourite grey woolen skirt that I used to wear quite a lot last year. I can't get into it anymore. It's a size 10, and I can just squeeze it on, and then I put it on, and then like I put it on the other day to wear for work, and then I was like walking, so I went to get my makeup like from my chest of drawers over there, and they popped. It's got poppers on it, and they popped. So it's like, it's just been washed. So I did it again, and it did it again, and it did it again, and did it again, and it's like it was quite tight here as well around these bits, and I was like, can't wear it. Absolutely gutted. But in the same breath, it's like the progress I've made in the last 12 months. It's amazing. It's like my body is definitely changing shape even more, so it's becoming more feminine, and you know, I am truly grateful for that, and that's a wonderful thing. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you as well. And there's one other thing I want to touch on as well, and I know I've done this in 2012 and 2013. I'm going to do it every year as far as I'm concerned when I'm blogging, because you know, new people will see these messages. Christmas is always a painful reminder for anyone who's transgender, and certainly it doesn't just stop there. It's anyone who has been abandoned by family, any of you who have, you know, had to come out to friends, maybe it's gay, maybe it's bi, maybe it's transgender, you know, or anyone who has, for example, mental health issues, anyone who, you know, as I've experienced in the last few months in being with Shelley, anyone who's a Christian, and other people don't get that. You know, a lot of us face prejudices and people who kind of ostracize us because of who we are. If someone ostracizes you because of who you are, that's their problem. I'm not being funny, but it doesn't matter who or what you are, there's always going to be someone who's going to take against you. You could be the most beautiful, rich, successful person in the whole wide world, and beauty is an individual set of standards anyway. So what some person might call beautiful, another person might actually think isn't that beautiful. But I digress. But what I'm trying to say is be yourself. And you know, from my experience and as a support worker and dealing with a lot of parents who are transgender as well, you know, through my other projects that I run, I think that it's a really difficult time because, you know, I'm one of the lucky ones. My ex is very supportive in terms of me maintaining contact with my daughter, but a lot of trans parents aren't in that situation, and certainly my heart goes out to you guys ultimately, but all I can advise you to do is keep going. You know, Winston Churchill once famously said, if you're going through hell, keep going. And it's the same with anything in life. If you're going through good times, keep going. If you're going through bad times, keep going. If you're going through hell, keep going. The times that you go through hell are the ones where you will learn the most about yourself, but also, you know, Christmas Day and stuff, when you're feeling sad and you're missing your family, just take solace in the fact that, you know, your kids will be thinking about you, even if the ex is, you know, isn't being that supportive and you haven't any contact with you. I'm sure your kids will be thinking about you, and you know, when they get older and stuff, they will, you know, you will be able to hopefully give them your version. But you know, when you're feeling down and stuff, guys, speak to your friends, speak to people, speak to anyone who is going to give you an ear, and you know who your close friends are. Keep them close. You know, share what you're going through. I have gone through a difficult few weeks. You know, not just from a relationship breaking up, but also physically and emotionally. It's funny because I'll share this with you and it might make you laugh, but I recently got into Taylor Swift. I think she's amazing, and certainly, you know, I love Shake It Out, that song from 1999, her album, and I got that album and I really loved it, and I bought a back catalogue and I've been listening to her first few albums, and it's like I'm sitting there and I'm crying and I'm getting emotionally drawn into the songs. I'm basically turned into a teenage girl, but ultimately, you know, it's what I'm going through. And you know, it's really hard for someone who is transitioning, you know, and going through what is in effect for some of us anyway, a second puberty. I'm going through the puberty of a girl at 41, and it's, you know, even me with my life experience and everything else still struggles with it at times. So, you know, you are going to struggle and you are going to go through bad times, and you know, this time of year is another painful reminder for those of us who have had rejections from their family. But just keep going. Take heart, guys, that you're making progress, and progress equals happiness. So you got the support of your friends, and just be kind to yourself. If you're struggling, you know, I'm not saying that you have to focus on that fully, but focus on the progress that you've made. Focus on the fact that you are moving forwards, and you know, remember that a transition, anyone who's transgender, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. There are going to be times when you feel like you're making no progress at all, but I just want you to do me a favour. If anyone in life, right, I'm going to give you this one little snippet of wisdom. If you're struggling in life, right, if you don't think you're making progress, stop. Just look back over your shoulder for 1 second. Look how far you've come. Look how much change you have made. Look how much progress that you have made. Even if you just come into terms with being transgender or thinking about being transgender and you don't know what your options are, you know, in doing any of this, all you're doing is you're starting the process. And sometimes that's the beginning of what can be ultimately you being happy and fulfilled. So just be kind to yourself, be kind to others. You know, I wish you all a wonderful, beautiful, peaceful, happy Christmas, and I will be blogging next week just to kind of give you a review of my year and how I feel things have gone, and also to give you an inkling of what things I'm going to be working on next year and my projects. I think it's time to step up my ball game, to be honest with you. Excuse the pun. It's time to get out there and go get them. You know, I've made so much progress in the last 2 and a bit years, and I think I want to up my game. So, thanks for watching. Take care, and as I keep saying, be yourself, no one else. Bye.